8:30 so that the teachers in the crowd can go to
bed
at
a reasonable hour.
And here we are. So we've got a couple people out tonight. Rick was work tripping, so I don't think he's going to make it. Bobby had something come up last minute. We do have one of the 6 in the background.
And then one is having technical difficulty. So, and I hope we'll hear from our RHS.
Yeah, I know. He's got some exciting news he has to share with us too. Jim Turner, good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Did anybody get our reference, our band member reference?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Jim Turner, I did see your tag on Bourbon Real Talk. I did not respond to it, but I did see it. I was kind of rolling through fast. So, but yeah, thanks for tagging me in that.
Rude.
Daniel Barry Sports Highlights 5851. Hey, happy Thursday. Hello, everyone.
Hello. Daniel
Barry, welcome. Good to see you. Hey, if you have a channel, let me know, because I would love to check out your sports highlights from the World Series.
Oh my.
Back to back, baby. Back to back.
Cheers to the Dodgers.
And before anybody puts smart ass cheers. Before anybody puts a smart ass comment in the chat about me being a bandwagoner, I've been a Dodgers fan for 46 years. And
I'm holding up 5 since he's 5 years old.
I remember when they lost 100 games in the 90s. I was a Dodgers fan in those years too. So save it. I'm happy as piggin', know what? Poop. Yes. About the Dodgers winning the World Series. All right.
Let's bring people in.
Let's bring some people in. We did get another one come in, which is good. So we're going to talk tonight some whiskey. We're going to talk some sci-fi. Not really sci-fi. We're going to get all sciencey because we're going to talk about this interstellar.
We're going to get a little
visitor that's coming our way.
Yeah. Alien on you today.
A little alien, yes. Oh, I want to do a UFO one so bad.
Talk about what's the word? Why can't I think of it?
Look, Thomas Anderson knows.
Nice. What's the word? Theories? No. Speculation. What am I trying to say?
Yeah, speculation, theories. Those are right.
Okay.
Tom Black, I am with you. I would be all about a salary cap as long as you put a salary floor into, because you cannot have teams that refuse to spend when they can and then cry the blues about the teams that do. So I would definitely support a salary cap. They need to put a floor into. You can't have these low spenders. Okay.
Conversation boring me.
Let's you don't want to talk about the business of baseball?
Let's introduce our first panelist.
Coming all the way from the great state of Kentucky, bourbon and capital of the United States.
Our resident cowboy. You know him, you love him.
Here he
is. Sean.
What's up, Sean?
Thank you for saving us there, Marianne. I was about to hang myself.
Yeah.
Wait, you don't want to talk about luxury taxes and salary caps?
No.
Not as it relates to baseball. I can't remember the last time I've watched a baseball game, Brian. It's been many, many years.
Well, let me tell you, Sean, and this is not just as a Dodgers fan, and I've said this to several people, including this lovely young lady next to me. This World Series this year, I know people are off of baseball because they think it's boring and everything. This World Series this year was probably the best one that I've seen in my life.
Okay.
Just exciting, close games. It was great.
I heard that viewership was up. I mean, it went from 10 people to 20 maybe. I don't know what the numbers were, but
all kidding aside, I'm going to say this and then we are literally moving on.
Okay.
I watched obviously all the games with Brian, and the teams, the Blue Jays and the Dodgers were very evenly matched, and they were very, very exciting games. Yeah. Brian stayed up the
18-inning game till 3:15 in the morning.
It went into extra innings. I couldn't think of the words. He was up till 3 in the morning, and my alarm goes off at 5:30.
Yep.
Oh boy,
it's crazy.
Good stuff. They played 2 full games. It was awesome. Tom Black, fantastic series. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, definitely. I think we do need salary caps. I mean, because by basically every metric, the Dodgers should have won, and if they had not, you know.
Yeah, if it went by money, it should have been the Dodgers or the Mets. The Mets are the highest payroll in baseball and didn't even make the playoffs. So,
but anyway,
you spend your money wisely, folks. Spend your money wisely.
Now you're spinning.
Okay,
you're so excited you're spinning.
I am.
And also, cheers, everyone, officially.
What are you drinking?
What are you drinking, Sean?
Just start with a little 101, Brian's favorite.
Oh man. You just know what to say, don't you?
You know what I have in my glass?
I don't
Star
know.
Hill Farms.
She's got the Star Hill
okay.
Farms wheat whiskey. I'm drinking the Remus Experimental 9-year, which I absolutely love.
And let's bring in our next person.
Yeah, let's bring in our
Goodness
next
gracious.
panelist. What? We're just talking here.
No, you're too much.
This is what the people come for.
It's kind of what we're
Okay.
here to do.
Yeah, right. Thank you. If we were talking about Taylor Swift or
I won't be here for that show. If we ever have a Taylor
Nice
Swift
try.
show, it'll be my first
Dr.
absentee.
McDreamy.
Also inaccurate. You should have just said New Kids on the Block.
Chicklet. Let's talk Chicklet.
Also incorrect.
You won't shut her up.
I don't even know what that last thing is. What is Chicklet? I'm sorry. I know.
It's like books that are marketed for women, like romance novels or like, think like Sleepless in Seattle in book form.
You are stereotyping me so unrealistically right now. I wish you would tell everybody.
Let's bring in our next person.
Mm.
Next member of the Whiskey Six. He just joined the Bourbon School community this week.
I saw
our Facebook
that
community, all the way from. I always messes up, but it's Maryland.
All the way from Maryland.
Our friend.
And you have to trust everything he says because Myron is always right, and I always agree with him.
From the Bourbon Drop, Myron.
Cheers, Myron.
What's going on? What's going on, family? Good to see you guys too.
Cheers.
Cheers, Myron. How's it going?
Not bad, man. Sipping on some New Riff Blue Claridge heirloom corn. Got a nice little blueberry note. You can tell by the label who sent it.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Yeah, nice.
There you go.
Awesome.
Cool.
We just did a review of the Red Turkey Wheat New Riff, and it was okay. I wasn't crazy about it, but
yeah,
I mean, I would just take a Maker's over at any time, I guess was my point. It was just okay.
I didn't have it, so.
Yeah, you should have some tonight.
I think
it's right back there.
No, I don't want to waste my pour.
Hold up, did we miss a that's what she said?
What did I say?
I don't know.
God, we totally missed it. What did I say?
The heirloom corn, you should have you should have some tonight, or you'll have some tonight. And I was like,
oh yeah, you'll have some tonight.
Heirloom corn.
Tonight.
Started all a little early
in here.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of heirloom corns, not a big fan of heirloom wheaters. So,
you know what I was about to say, Sean? I think wheaters. I'm starting to realize that wheaters are harder to do. Like, I think that's why no one really either you love them or you hate them. Like Maker's Mark, I think they do a fantastic job, but it's still a love-hate relationship. Either people get a nice like a grassy note or corn husk note. I get a lot of corn husk, but.
Gosh, I just wish makers would do something different for the love of God.
Yes, but I will say,
just put the same bottle out 1,000 times in a row and put different numbers on it.
As basic bitch as this sounds, like I don't know, like I think every wheater that I drink, I compare to Maker's Mark, like because I think Maker's Mark just like the flavor profile. I think it's like it's a great flavor profile. And I just feel like, is this better than Maker's every time I have another
Makers is kind of fail proof.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, like you can't go wrong.
I have a bunch behind me, so it's not like I hate it. It's just they are quite similar.
Very similar.
And I started. Go ahead, Myron.
No, I was about to say, like Marie Ann said, like they set the standard. Like when I helped do this pick with Kevin over at S&W, the one thing that stood out was like the cherry note. Like I don't normally get a whole bunch of cherry notes, but like that's the most cherry forward makers I've ever had.
Nice.
Yeah. And that's what I've started to get almost consistently. Like every time I have a Maker's, I'm like, ooh, that cherry. I really like it. But Sean, 100% right. Like I was buying several Maker's picks at a time. And then I laid 3 out in a blind and I was like, these all taste exactly the same. Like no matter what the numbers are on the front of that bottle for the different staves, they're the same.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm with you on that one.
All right. You ready to get into it?
Let's get into it.
Let's do it.
Okay. So we
my glasses are for decoration today. I'm not taking them down. So
you're not gonna read at all. Okay. I'll be your reader.
See, I'm with Wilderness Whiskey real quick. That's what I thought you were referring to when you said Chicklet as well, because it's gum. Yeah, I was like, is it?
Yeah,
I was like, is she really into gum? That's weird.
Like she's very passionate about.
I'm very passionate about gum.
Oh my!
Let's make that distinction.
Yeah. If you say it too fast,
Exactly.
we get
That's why I did
demonetized.
a hard G.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gum.
mean-
Gum.
Hey, good for you, girl. If you're passionate about gum, then good for you.
She is. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I just did a little short this week about disappointing bourbons for the year. Like I feel like we're kind of at the end of the year. I know
You feel it. This is month 11.
But I mean bourbon wise, like there's allocation season
And
coming.
then it's
but
done.
Like all the stuff that like you know what's coming in allocation season. It's the William LaRue Weller and the
George T. Staggs.
George T. Staggs and all those.
Yep.
The new like E.H. Taylor that nobody cares about. Like I get that we have all these bottles still to come, but I feel like a lot of the anticipated releases that aren't those allocated like BTAC bottles and stuff have kind of already come. So I was like, all right, I'm probably not going to get much else beyond what we've gotten. Like, you know, I'll buy. We'll go to the raffles.
Guys, he got 18 bottles in October. Don't let this asshole deceive you.
Yeah,
We'll go to the.
I was about to call him out, Marianne, but you know,
What I mean is,
I'm not going to
Good
buy anymore.
Lord. God.
we'll go to the raffles. We'll buy a couple of bottles, but I think all the stuff I was really like looking forward to this year has come out. I'll say that.
Mhm.
So like I said, okay, let's talk about like bottles that disappointed you this year. So, and maybe next episode we'll do the bottles that surprised us.
Okay.
So I asked everybody to come up with 2 or 3 bottles that they got this year that maybe they were looking forward to that were a big letdown. And people in the chat, I want to know, like, let us know what were a couple of bottles you were disappointed in this year. Maybe it's only one, whatever, but let us know in the chat, like, what were you disappointed by this year? Because I feel like this was a year where there was quite a few bottles, like just not from me, but like across the whiskey tube
Community.
Yeah. Like I feel like a lot of people had bottles that they were saying disappointing things about. So yeah, Eric, I'll try better in maybe December. We'll do 20. He said too short of 20, try harder.
Holy smokes.
So I'll start.
Are you going to pay for them, fella?
And let's start with Myron. Myron, do you have like some bottles that like you were maybe pretty stoked to get, and then when you got it, you were like, oof, this is just not my jam?
I've got quite a few, but I pulled out 2 simple ones, and actually the third one is on the bar behind me. But so not that it's not my jam, but it just drank so hot. So this is the new Copper and Cask Double Oak Batch 14.
Okay.
And I had to let it sit out in the glass because when I initially cracked it and nosed it, the fumes were so hot that it singed my nose. So then I sipped it. It was hot. I let it sit out in the glass, and it did get better once I let it sit out in the glass. And then I was so high on this one. This is the Kirkland Single Barrel. This is the one from this year. Last year, the Master Distiller's Pick Kirkland Single Barrel was amazing. This year, it's 1792 Burgundy label, and last but not least, it's not a disappointing bottle, but it did not hit like the earlier batches, and that is this bottle right here. This is the Russell's 13 Spring 2025 that I split with a buddy, so I had to put the label on the back, but it just doesn't hit like the previous Russells, man. Not that it's bad, but I don't know. It doesn't hit like the previous Russells.
Yeah. And you know what? We just had an allocation raffle. Was it last weekend? And she had a Russell's 13. And I was like, you know what? I might break my rule if I get picked and it's up there. I'm going to grab it.
Yeah. And you missed it by one person.
I missed it by one person, but I'm glad, like, because I did see you did a review and it was not as stellar as you had imagined.
No, I thought it was going to, like, the first batch I had, I was like, man, this is what I'm talking about. And then I got that batch, and like I'm saying, it's not that it's bad, it's solid, but it's nowhere near like top tier, put it that way.
Yeah. And those are definitely hype videos. So this says, that
Penelope Weeded, Old Granddad 7-year?
Is that fire?
We're fire.
Okay, so Thomas Anderson liked Penelope Weeded in OGD7.
See, I can see far.
No, he's got the shrug.
Oh, is it that? See, I couldn't tell.
Sorry. I guess I can't see far. Just kidding. Thank you, Myron.
All right. So we got you, Tom. And
see,
I was
Myron's always right.
Penelope Weeded is one that I was not crazy about. Like, it was fine. Although I didn't have high hopes for it because it was like a $30 bottle. So
I have high hopes for everything Penelope.
Yeah.
Which is why my when we get to me.
Yeah.
Yep.
The OGG7 I was excited about, and it was good. It was
I thought
decent. It was of those 7 years, like we did Bullet, Old Fitz, and OGD, and I think I like the OGD the best out of those three.
I agree with that.
Fat Boy Bourbon with some shots fired. Really disappointed on barrel picks by some influencers out there. A lot of meh going on.
Wow. Now that is okay. I love a statement like that, and this goes back to my philosophy of know who's making your picks and be discerning in the picks that you make, and it's okay to pass because I say it all the time. You stake your reputation on the bottles that you pick, and you want people to come back and buy more stuff. Because you want people to say those people have a good palate. I trust what they're picking, and so you do not have to pick every single time.
Yeah,
you can pass on stuff. Yep. I agree with that statement a lot. And I think it's because people are so excited to get their name on a pick that they're just ready to make a pick, and they should really just be discerning and hold.
Yeah. Discerning and patient, which is very much what we're doing, especially being patient.
Oh yeah.
I mean, to Marianne's point and the comment there, I mean, it does feel like I have to kind of agree with Fat Boy Bourbon there. A lot of channels that are just pumping out the picks, like one a month almost. And a lot of them are just not very special. So
I can't trust them.
And I'm with you, Sean. I just feel like, and I'm not trying to shit talk any other channels or anybody out there, but I feel like it can't, like you said, with these ones that are just pumping them out one after the other, they can't all be great. Like, and I feel like if you're going to put your name on it, like we're going to put our name on one, like I think the one we have is pretty special. And it's going to definitely be unique. And like, we're being patient and waiting it out. And like, we're waiting on the one we really want. And I think that's the way to do it. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, even if for some reason you don't love our pick, which I would call you crazy to not love it. But if for some reason you didn't, guaranteed you have nothing else like it. So,
Right. It's going to be the first of its kind.
Yeah.
So. Eric Ellis said the Wild Turkey 8-year 101, which I actually liked better than the regular 101. And Thomas Anderson said that too. I don't know. I wonder if people were just expecting more. Like maybe they thought it was going to be super special. I feel like it was just kind of a smoothed out 101. It just, for me, I liked it because it didn't have bitterness anymore, like that I get off of the regular 101. I thought it was just a kind of a slightly elevated 101, but I think that's kind of what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting anything crazy, you know?
Yeah.
It reminded me of the paper label turkeys, really. Like that Wild Turkey 8-year was more of the flavor profile of the paper label turkey than the newer turkey.
Yeah, and I felt like it was like the Wild Turkey 101s I had when I first started drinking bourbon, and and I've said ad nauseum how it's changed. It's like, but it was like going back to those better Wild Turkey 101s for me. So I really enjoyed it. I'm not crazy about it being double the price, but it is a better drink, I think.
But inflation is inflation. I mean, it's been at this level since I basically got to this point about a month from the time that I acquired it. So, I was not disappointed at all. I mean, to all you guys, it reminds me of Old Turkey, which I love.
Yeah.
So,
very.
Myron,
good.
did you have any other bottles you wanted to talk about that disappointed you, or did you list them all?
Oh, well, yeah, these, I mean, I didn't have, I do have one. It's in the back room, and I should have grabbed it. I can't think of which one it is, but as soon as I see it, it'll hit me. Which one was it? Maybe go to Sean, and I'll
okay.
go.
Okay. I didn't want to cut you off if you weren't done, so we'll go to Sean next.
Okay. I really only have one that I can truly say I was disappointed in. And for a lot of people, they would just probably be like, well, obviously. So this is the Old Line American single malt whiskey, and it's their peated version. I know peat's not for a lot of people, but I mean, I generally love peat, but the peat profile in this is just not my jam at all. I've had 2 pours out of it. I gave it like a chance like 2 weeks after I first opened it. And yeah, I don't care for it at all. Which is sad because in general, I like Old Line.
Yeah,
I think they do a lot of great stuff. It's just, yeah, I'm going to have to give that bottle to somebody else that will appreciate it, hopefully.
Bummer.
Yeah, for those that are peat drinkers, it's a little bit Laphroaig profile like, if you're familiar, which is not my favorite peat profile by any means. But yeah, so that's the only one I can truly say was disappointing. I guess this one was a little bit of a letdown. I mean, I enjoy it. It's just for the price. It's kind of
117.
Yeah, this is the 117, the extra old. Basically, it's just 1910, just aged longer. Yeah, and it's fine. I mean, this is basically a $120 bottle since it was like $65 for this little thing.
Yeah.
And I don't think it drinks like a $120 bottle.
No, you do not want to say $120 bottle is fine.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so like it's okay. I mean, I enjoy it. Obviously, it's a nice first pour. It doesn't do well, if you have anything high proof, even kind of high proof before this, it tastes almost like water. So, yeah, it's just
yikes.
I mean, because the one thing that 1910 kind of has going for it is it's kind of punchy. I mean, because it's not so refined, I guess you'd say.
Right.
That's very smooth, as much as I hate that word. And so it's kind of boring. Is probably the best.
Okay.
Word. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's nice. I mean, it's the 1910 profile, just kind of smoothed out.
Is it still the 94 proof or 93 proof or whatever?
Yeah. It's let's see here. 93 proof. Yep. Yeah. Same proof point as the 1910. And again, I mean, like $120. So yeah,
that's excessive. Yeah.
I mean, because you could get 2 1910s that are 750s for the price of that 375. So
yeah, right.
Like 4 times the whiskey. Yeah.
In Thought said, "Hey guys, thanks for supporting Matt at Barrel Shop. He's a great dude and had killer selection of whiskeys." Absolutely. Barrelshop.com, guys. We've done a lot of reviewed a lot of their bottles. They are really, really cool. Really fast shipping all the way from California. We always get our stuff
Matt's
fast.
A great guy.
He sent us a bottle. He sent us a bottle as like kind of a thank you. A really nice Dark Arts bottle. Yep. So really good stuff. And then In Thought said, "You guys are fun to watch, down to earth and honest bourbon channel. Keep it up." Thank you very much.
So nice.
That's kind of what we're shooting for.
That's it.
Like just kind of some friends sitting around talking bourbon and other stuff, and just not bullshitting people.
Yeah,
I guess that's the way you got to do it. All right. So the newly minted Grandpa.
Yes, but you muted Myron's mic. I want to make sure it's unmuted.
It's on.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Newly minted is a new Grandpa.
Grandpa times 2.
Yeah, now he's 2-time Grandpa. The 2-time, much like Dr. Disrespect and the Dodgers.
I will not disrespect.
Why are we comparing Dr. Disrespect? That guy's awful.
Because he's the 2-time.
Oh, God.
All right, here we go.
You know him. You love him. All the way from Buffalo, Minnesota, the RHS, Benny Walker.
So I just realized when I hopped on here, I didn't know we were starting at 7:30. I must have missed that. I thought I was on time.
Oh, shoot.
No.
Sorry.
So
a couple weeks ago we started.
We're going to do 8:30, 7:30 for you from now on.
Okay, because I didn't know if that was just a 1 or 2 time thing. So I'm sorry, everybody. I'm totally late. Here, I'm just sitting here casually getting everything set up, and and I was just kind of sitting here passing time. I was like, it's like 7:45.
We're just so glad you're here, Ben. So glad you're here.
Well, I'm glad to be here. What did I miss?
Well, first of all, congratulations.
Yes,
Ben.
congratulations, Ben.
Thank you. Yeah, it's awesome.
Beautiful baby, beautiful baby, beautiful family.
Happy and healthy, another little granddaughter. So
oh, thank God. That's nice. The best. Yep.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Myron and Sean just told us they're disappointing bourbons of the year. If you're ready, we'll go right to you.
Sure. By the way, is my mic volume okay? I didn't really.
You're perfect.
Okay, good deal.
Ben, everything
I thought about this one. I like to think so. Well, we revisit that Wild Turkey 70th anniversary conversation, Marianne, and then they get you on my side since everything I do is perfect.
Fair enough. I'm ready for another something.
I don't think so. I don't know that I have any bottles that have been disappointing, but I have had a couple that were kind of surprisingly a little bit off profile.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I'll go with those. And shout out to Myron for shouting me out in his video. I thought the Stag 25A was a bit off profile, and if you saw my video, and Myron, I watched yours today. I didn't comment because I was driving when I was listening to the audio. I just thought it was. Myron, you'd pointed out that I said it was a little hot, which I did. But what I found to be a little more off profile is I got a lot more bitterness off of that one.
Okay.
Than I remember off of previous batches. I just didn't find as much sweetness on it, and so.
Thank you.
While I really liked it, it was just kind of one of those ones that was a little bit out of left field. And then I recently just put up, was it today? The Larceny.
Yes.
A125, and I thought that one was really good. I actually really liked the flavors on that one, but that is maybe the hottest Larceny I've ever had. Maybe. Okay, so I'm not the only one on that one.
No, that thing, it was like kissing a dragon. It was the hottest. Oh, good God.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I said in that review that that it had that super like ethanol bite right up front, but I said it was nicely balanced, which I meant. I guess I didn't explain that all that great in my review. That I meant the flavor notes were really nicely balanced, but that that heat on that thing was a little wild, and I don't mind that. Just like I don't really mind the kind of tannic, less than sweet kind of bitter notes that I got off of the Stag 25A. They just kind of caught me off guard as something that was a little different than what I was expecting based on kind of the previous stuff I'd had.
Like, what do we think the deal is with Heaven Hill right now? Like,
cheers, Josh.
It seems as though both the Larcenies and the ECBPs are generally coming in really hot, and it's like they can't be running low on stock. Like, it's Heaven Hill. But like,
you know what I wonder about?
Is it just different people picking it, different people blending it? Like, I don't get it.
I don't know. Maybe it's a seasonal thing, like those barrels, during the aging process, maybe they had particularly hot summers. I don't know, Sean, you could probably speak to that, what the last few summers have been like in Kentucky, but
I mean, so yes, the last couple of summers we have set record highs 2 years in a row.
Okay.
So I wonder if that has something to do with it.
It could be.
But I mean, too, especially with ECBP, they're always trying to come up with like a new profile, for every release. And, so maybe that means that they use barrels that are, maybe not, I don't know what you would call them, prime or, top tier, just to get the profile they're after. And same with Larceny.
I had a question about, so what I was kind of questioning about ECBP, and I actually meant to maybe do a short or a video on this. I'm kind of wondering, it seems like everybody and their mother now has an ECBP pick in their store. Yep. And I wonder if that's taking stock away. And like, the picks are getting lower in age. It used to be kind of standard 10 years, and now they're mostly 8 years, at least what I'm finding. And I don't think people really complain about that too much. But, of course, when a release is less than, 10 years or whatever, everybody freaks out. But, I mean, a lot of people are saying some of those picks are, a lot of times better than the releases. And I wonder if they've just, between the bottle your own, barrel proof at the distillery and all these single barrel picks they're sending out, I wonder if they're just losing stock and they're having to, like you said, blend barrels that are, maybe not as prime as the ones that they used to.
Yeah.
I've had some younger picks though that have been amazing. Like one of the best picks I've ever, two of the best picks I've ever had in my life have been 8-year picks. One was a 9-year pick. That's why I really wasn't tripping off the 12-year when they backed it down.
Yeah, me
but
too.
The quality has kind of waned a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But the larcenies I felt like stayed on top. But you're right, that A125 was good. God.
Ryan stopped hunting those. Like he stopped buying
I
the
stopped
ECB
buying ECBPs.
piece.
I did get the 525 and it's delicious.
Yes.
But now the C, that it hasn't showed up here yet, the C batch, but the C batch is going to be like, I think it's like exactly 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like and that's like,
well, and so
I mean, we just don't have the catalog here. Like we're not trying to track them all down to have them on our shelf.
yeah, the 525 was, I got it. Oh no, that's 523. I don't know what the 525 was, but it was freaking good.
The
I know
525 was good, but
upstairs.
the before that, this last year's stuff was not good.
24s in general were not great.
They were not. They were very bitter, very, very bitter.
To Myron's point, you know, you were saying some of those 8-year picks are really good. I agree. Like people were freaking out about the 12 years, but I mean, having that 12-year age statement can handcuff you too, because you could have really good 10-year barrels and then you can't use them.
For sure.
So I'm wondering if maybe those 8-year barrels, maybe they don't want to go below a certain amount of years for the actual releases, because I think, you know, people's heads would catch on fire if they, you know, did an 8-year, you know, release. And so maybe some of those great barrels aren't making it in, and they're using 9-10-year barrels that are just not as good. So I don't know. It's kind of a weird one. But anyway, to get back to it, I haven't had any of the ECBPs for the year, and the A125 is the only larceny I've been able to find. And usually I could get all 3 batches very easily, and they're creeping up in price too. But anyway, those were my 2 bourbons that were just kind of caught me off guard. But I wouldn't say they were disappointing. They were just a little bit different.
Hey, so question to everyone, because I have A125 everywhere around me. In fact, Kroger has it on clearance.
Wow.
How much?
$66.
Are you talking about the larceny or the ECBP?
ECBP.
ECBP.
Okay.
I've never had that one.
Because like I know it's not a great batch.
$66 though. I mean, they're. I mean, I don't know about you, but they're going 80 or 90 around here.
Wow.
Oh, they're.
I
would never. I mean, the only batch I've ever paid that much for was B521. I think back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I try to not ever pay more than 80.
Do we have any?
We have a ton of A125s sitting on the shelves in the Virginia ABC. Every time I go in there, I see them. I have yet to see a larceny A125. I actually had a buddy who helped me get that. There's a ton of C924 sitting on the shelves at Virginia ABC. I talk like I live in Virginia. I work in Virginia, but I live in Maryland.
Right.
And so, but the B525 ECBP, that I've only seen that at one store. I have had a sample. A buddy bought one off the base, but I've only seen that bottle in one store, and I did try it, and I did think it was good. But I have yet to buy any ECBPs of 25.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I only have a batch of 24. I didn't buy B or C, and haven't bought A yet, and haven't even seen B. So this year,
yeah.
So.
And that's the other thing that's kind of changed about it is I could count on them showing up everywhere around here. Maybe, you know, if the C batch comes out in September, by the beginning of November, it's showing up around here. But now, like, I only saw the B batch. I never saw an A batch. I saw the B batch out in Rochester. I've not seen it around us. Haven't seen any of the C batch yet, but we've got a store up in Buffalo that's got cases and cases and cases of the A124.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they probably have 60 bottles of it sitting on the floor, and it just sits there because
not moving.
That was the Cinnamon Red Hots one. It was terrible. It's a terrible batch. I did not like that one.
Our turn.
All right, go ahead. What were you disappointed by?
So anybody who's a fan of our channel knows that right now I am really all about everything Penelope. I'm just really enjoying everything that they're putting out. I'm a big fan. And so Brian gave Lauren and I the F Cancer bottle to review. And it was completely disappointing.
Yeah.
And I'm sad to say it because it was for a charity and, you know, it was for a good cause. And I hated to badmouth it the way I did, but guys, it was not good.
We didn't even put out the video.
No.
I was like, guys, we can't shit talk a charity bottle. So
Bad.
It was bad.
It was.
Was there something different about, like, was it finished or like what was it?
No,
just
I got
regular
it.
bourbon, or was there some sort of
No.
like,
Actually,
you know, these like creme brulee or whatever?
It was
No.
whiskey. I don't even think it was
So
bourbon.
it's a blend of straight whiskeys. It's the mash bill's
Okay.
48% corn, 46% rye, 3% malted barley, 3% malted rye.
It just fell so flat. And maybe because our expectation was high for being Penelope,
Yeah.
it didn't taste like anything delicious that they were
Yeah.
putting out.
114.6 proof, and it was just
It was mid. It
Yeah.
didn't drink 114.
great.
No, I was very disappointed because I expected to really like it, and I was excited that Brian was going to let Lauren and I do it because, you know, it was October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we had this whole great plan, and there was nothing nice we could say about it.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And the sad
Yeah.
part, you know, to disappoint the audience, that was the tank top episode that they talked about doing, if you remember. So it'll never see the light of day. So the viewers are going to be disappointed. That was the requested tank top episode.
Sorry.
It's actually going to come on Patreon tomorrow, Ben. So you can check it out because you're a Patreon.
I would have watched a whiskey review for the first time in like 2 years.
Why? Thank you, Sean.
Do you have another?
No,
disappointing
that was the
bottle?
only one.
That's your only disappointment.
Yeah, honestly, I've been okay. Like, there's been everything's been fine. Like, I don't know.
Some stuff has been really good, but
Yeah.
I'm going to stay on the Penelope train. Myron, you know what I'm talking about.
And that's a
Hated
favorite
it.
of mine.
God.
Listen, I got to listen. Look at how much I told you I'm going to send this to you. Look how much I drank. Like, that's it.
It's like my old wine.
This-
Yeah.
This is the most disappointing bottle, and like, I just think it was such a miss. Like, they didn't finish it in anything. They proofed it at 101 proof.
Which
And-
Penelope
and
is
Myron-
that?
This is the cigar
Cigar
session.
blend. Yeah.
The
Okay.
cigar blend. So it's not a bourbon. It's straight bourbon, American single malt, and American light whiskey. So it's a blend of all three
It's
of
just a
those.
blend. Interesting. Okay.
And it's 101 proof. Yeah, so there's no finish. I don't think the proof is strong enough. It's very bland to me. And Myron is a cigar smoker. I am not. I have had a cigar or two in my life, but I am not a cigar smoker. But the one thing I said about this over and over is I don't see this flavor standing up to a cigar at all.
Mm.
And I
Like
know
I
you
said,
said like a medium
a
one, right?
light to a very like a light to a very medium, like very medium type cigar.
Okay. It's
Yeah.
just it's very bland and nondescript for me, and I was
I
disappointed.
feel
in it.
bad that both of us picked Penelope.
That's all
That
right.
really makes me sad.
And then the other one, and Sean, I
Mhm.
know you're gonna be like, I told you so, because I told you I don't care about this bottle, like what people say about it, or that it's overpriced. I'm gonna get one just to find out. But there it is. That was
I mean, yeah.
Extremely
As soon as we heard the news about this bottle, before it was
Yeah.
even released, I was like, that bottle's going to be disappointing.
Yep. And you wrote it, you texted me, you're like, you're not gonna like it or don't bother or whatever. And I'm like, nope, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna at least get it once. I don't care. And yeah, I'm gonna say it for the
Look.
camera. Sean was right.
Oh, baby, you get it more than once.
Yeah.
Heyo.
a week or a month. No, the baby, everybody had to get a baby fix. Brian, both you and I said on the live stream that we know that it's probably not going to be great,
Yeah.
but we
remember
we gotta
that.
have it. We gotta try it. Yeah, like we
Sometimes
both
you
said
just
the same thing.
Have it.
Exactly.
Sometimes
Yeah,
you just have to have it.
It
You're
was
damn
one of
right.
those
That's what she
bottles.
said.
It was going to be in my wheelhouse, like, $50-$60. It's a weeder. It's 7 years old. I honestly probably had only tasted an Old Fitz maybe once before. Like, I had not had any Old Fitz. And I was just like, this, yeah.
What were you like?
disappointing.
Show me again,
Yeah.
please. Okay.
I will add an honorable mention. Those nasty red labeled Four Roses single barrels.
Oh God, he is so hell bent on these. He is he can't with himself.
But I'm not going to say they're nasty, but I do agree with Brian. Like they didn't live up to the hype. So everybody kept telling me I think get the OESO because I had the OESK and the OB something. And
OBSF
I did get the OES,
is the other one,
yeah. And I did get the OESO, and I was like, oh, this is way better than the other two.
Well,
I thought it was it was way better than the other two, but I just thought those didn't live up to the hype. But to come back full circle, back to me taking up more time and space, this was the number one disappointing bottle of the year. This is the
Yellowstone. I got one of those.
Surprised me.
And I was like, I gotta have it because of the bottle. I was like, oh man, I gotta have that bottle. And as big of a fan I am of Green River, when they came out with this one, I thought that this one would be like a nice $20 bottle that you can get and fall back on. No.
I have a question to the group. Has anyone had a Yellowstone that they were appointed about? Disappointed? I mean, honestly,
I love it.
I can't think of a single Yellowstone I've had that I was like, wow, that's a really great bottle. I can't think of one.
I can't think of a single Yellowstone I've had, period. I know Greg and I reviewed one years ago on the show, but I think that's the only one that I've had.
There are every Yellowstone I've ever had is just like, yep, that's a bourbon. That's all I can say.
Is it MGP or is it just a basic like sourced?
It tastes like straight MGP. I don't think I'm with you, Brian.
I know. So I actually got to meet the master distiller at Bourbon on the Banks. He's a great guy. Good enough Kentucky boy. He just
is that Stephen Beam?
Yeah, Steve B. Beam. Yeah,
but they do source though, Sean, because it just says distilled in Kentucky. It doesn't say distilled by Yellowstone. And I had heard that they sourced. And when you look at the side of the bottle, it just says distilled in Kentucky. That's
distilled in Kentucky, bottled by Limestone Branch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, he is the master distiller, so I mean, he is doing some distilling somewhere.
Yeah.
Now, how much of their stuff is theirs, and how much is other stuff? Hard to say these days. But I mean, either way, like they had a pick on the table that him and their head of merchandise was like all like raving about, and me and Jonathan both tried it and we're like, yep, this is a bourbon. We're having a bourbon. We've had about 30 other bourbons already today, but this is another one. So there's that.
Of all the bourbons we've had today, this is one of them.
This is one.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it was a little bit of palate fatigue.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I'm a professional, Ben. I drink heavy all the time. I don't get palate fatigue. If you drink enough, your palate just it's never fatigued. But no. No, I honestly, it was very boring. And this was a pick.
That's what she said.
I mean, this is a pick they brought to Bourbon on the Banks to like show off their stuff, and it was like, okay.
See, every one that I have is I've got a 6-year over there. It's a 107, and I've got this 7-year. This is 115, and then I had their American whiskey, which I believe is like 108. Nothing is impressive. Like nothing is impressive. Like both bourbons taste like cinnamon red hots and sweetest fish. That's it. And the American whiskey was just so bland and boring. I was like, what the hell is this?
I find
you had their single malt?
Yeah. I bought it because it was new to me. So I was like, I got to get it.
I hate that single malt. That's the one I poured out in the distillery in front of them.
Wow. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh my God, Sean.
The bottle is awful. Yeah, there's
bad. It's boring.
Gangster.
When they released it, Brian, you were there.
Yeah. Oh yes,
What?
absolutely.
Remember I
Yes.
dumped it in the trash?
Yes.
The sampler girl was handing it out, and I was like, that's all. I looked at you, I was like, this is terrible, and I dumped it in the trash.
Absolutely.
Fucking terrible. Like, why are you serving this to people with mouths?
To me, Yellowstone always, because the stuff that's under 100 proof, like the low proof stuff, is just totally bland and boring. And then the higher proof stuff, like the picks, like the black label ones, like this single barrel that Myron has, and I have one from a different place. they're fine. They
God.
always come off as a little rough.
You
to
guys,
me.
I never want to try a bourbon that you say is fine.
No, but
Ever.
like, let me finish my thought.
I will, but
they always come off as a little rough. And I know sometimes it's nice to drink a whiskey that's a little like rough around the edges and like has a little funk to it. But this is not a desirable kind of rough. It's just like unfinished or just like just not pleasant. And they all kind of come off that way. And so I'm just like, I'm lukewarm on Yellowstone. I think this one I have is probably the best single barrel I've had. We did a pick at the store up the road, and it's fine, but it still has that rough edge on it. And I just, it's not, of the picks at that store, it's not the most popular one. I mean, it's been there for a while, and they have a lot of them left. So
I'm surprised Sean didn't like. Well, it's peated, but I'm surprised Sean didn't like the old line. Like, Sean, you've had old line stuff before, though.
Oh yeah, I love their standard single malt. I think it's great.
Oh
yeah.
It's just I mean, so it's the peat profile itself. Like, I don't know where they're sourcing their peat from. I would guess it's Laphroaig because it's very Laphroaig-like, and I don't like that peat profile. I mean, I love peated whiskey. I don't care for Laphroaig. So, What's that?
Smoky Band-Aid.
Well, it's more like, I mean, I always think of it as like sulfury. It's like sulfury and briny, and which, I mean, a lot of peats are kind of briny, but I don't know. There's just, it's very
Band-Aid and Anbesol.
Yeah, it's very
antiseptic.
God.
Toothache. I want to try a variety of peated scotches, but I don't want to invest the money to go out and buy because I don't drink enough of it to warrant buying a bottle. But like, people talk about Ardbeg, and like, I've had a Lagavulin, but it was a long time ago. So I don't know that I want to go invest the money in buying a couple of different bottles.
Yeah. You know who will hook you up
to try different peated profiles?
Sugar Kitty will send you a bunch of samples. Like, we did a Scotch flight with him. He sent us the samples and then came out with us and walked us through them all, and like had a whole bunch of different scotches. I actually have another set of samples from him that I've got to get in contact with him and go through. But he'll, like, if you're like, hey, I want to try some peated scotches, he'll send you a bunch.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of folks. I mean, I only have, I have 6 currently, but I mean, a lot of folks have as much scotch as they do bourbon. So, yeah.
Which is a lot more.
Little smoke.
Yeah.
I love smoke. I like smoke in my bourbon.
I used to love the green ganja smoke, but I can't. Unfortunately, it's been over 20 plus years.
Myron,
I'm just talking about.
Is that
I you for dreadlocks back in the day, Myron?
That's right.
Myron, is that a? You said you can't anymore. Is that a DOT requirement?
Well,
for your job, because you work like in a utility, right?
Yeah, I work at a utility. So, well, and I still do carry, even though I don't do any of the craft work anymore, I still do carry a CDL. So, you know, due to federal regulations,
I also, due to federal regulations, cannot partake.
Yeah,
because I work for a utility as well, and my job is considered a safety sensitive position.
I didn't know that about Ben. Ben, I didn't know that.
Wacky tobacco. I didn't either.
I mean, yeah, it's. I mean, the thing I do, safety sensitive, is pretty. They're giving me a little more credit than I deserve. So,
well, because this is
like, I'm not an airline pilot, you know.
Right. And we're teachers. I want to clarify that I was talking about, I like a smoky taste in my bourbon. That's what I was.
Yeah. For the teachers, that is exactly what they were talking about.
Definitely no.
I want to clarify that.
For real.
All right.
It's time. Perfect segue.
Real quick, can we give a quick update? Do we want to give an update?
No, not without Bobby.
Do we want to wait for Bobby next time?
It's fine. We're slow process anyway.
I guess the only thing we can say, right, is that the rye will be a full 10 years by the time the pick comes out, because of government shutdowns and bottling issues and all kinds of other fun things that are boring, basically.
All right, so look at that.
But we
got an age statement out of this whole thing.
Yeah. The only upside to the government being shut down is that the rye will be a full 10 years by the time the pick is done.
Yes.
So, that will be.
Yeah. We do have some stats. So it's the Ribon's going to be between 115 and 120 proof. And like you said, the rye will be a full 10 years. And Rick did some maths, and he figured out that after 2/3 rye and 1/3 bourbon, the composite age will be 8.6667.
Wow, that's like just
8
about
and 2/3
perfect.
years old.
Wow.
So
There you go.
Really fast, Brian, what did you pour for me last night?
I don't know.
You really don't remember?
No, why?
I just wanted to talk about how hot it was. We were talking about hot bourbon before and how it was just like Myron said, it was like kissing a dragon.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking about the bourbon I had last night. It was incredibly unappealing. Like I didn't even finish it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Oh, damn. Great conversation.
Yeah, great
Moving
job.
on.
Thanks.
Sorry.
Letting the air out of the balloon.
I'm sorry. I'm bringing the whole panel down.
All right, guys.
The only time you didn't finish. That's what.
Hey-o.
That's what she said.
Wow.
That's
Brian,
That's
the man.
yeah. Kudos to me. Yeah.
Right,
Okay.
good job, B.
I'll
That's
take
a
it.
compliment.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll take it.
All right.
All right. Are we going to talk about outer space or concert tickets?
No, outer space.
Yeah, definitely outer space.
Yeah.
Okay.
The concert tickets, F it. Move on.
This 3i Atlas thing, and chat, I don't know if you are up on this.
We're going to make them up on it.
It's
We're going
haunting-
to educate.
It's haunting my dreams. So there is an interstellar visitor coming to our solar system currently. So it's called 3i Atlas because it's only the third interstellar comet that has entered our solar system. They estimate this thing has been traveling for 7 billion years.
Jesus. Ben, do you have Intergalactic by Beastie Boys on your panel by any chance?
I don't. I'm trying
Oh,
to.
you
I
don't.
got nothing.
Damn.
That's all
Yeah.
right.
Sorry.
So 7 billion years, and it's doing all kinds of stuff that comets don't do.
Yeah.
So now there is all this kind of speculation, primarily by a guy named Avi Loeb. And Avi Loeb is,
Brian listens to this fella in the shower.
he was just on Joe Rogan last week. So
Yeah,
Avi
I heard some of
Loeb
that.
is a astrophysicist from Harvard. And so he is the one who is kind of positing the idea that this is, hold on, I'm going to just get the rights. Here we go. He is the one who's kind of positing that we might want to consider, and he's not saying this with 100% certainty, but we might want to consider that this is something that's not a comet.
Not a comet, just in case. Like he's just doing the just in case.
Right. And
Like a backup plan.
and he's caught a lot of shit for it because like the science community is like, oh, get out of here, it's not aliens, like, oh, Avi, you do this all the time and whatever. And what's happening right now is, so this article, and I did send this to you guys, but this article goes through all these different anomalies that this comet is displaying, and some of it has to do with its makeup, some of it has to do with the tail on it, that at one point in July and August, it had a tail that was pointing forward instead of behind it. They said that would be like the equivalent of like if you were running and your hair was flying out in front of you.
The winds, right. He was talking about that this morning. I was listening.
Two anomalies that really interest me are, so the first one here, it says orbit. The first difference Loeb highlights is the space object's unusual path around the sun. It's moving backwards, also known as retrograde compared to other planets.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also within 5 degrees to the same flat plane that the planets orbit on. He said there's a 0.2% chance this would happen by random chance. The other thing is where it came from.
Mm-hmm.
It says the direction in the sky from which 3i Atlas arrived is within 9 degrees of where the famous 1977 WOW signal,
what a great year,
a mysterious radio signal, came from. Loeb says that coincidence would happen by chance only 0.6% of the time.
Wow.
So in this article, they go through all these different anomalies. There are 10 of them, and each anomaly has such a small percentage of actually happening. Now put all 10 together, and the percentage of all these things happening becomes astronomically small.
Astronomically. See what you did there?
Right. And that's why he's That's why he is saying, like, we should prepare for the fact that this might not just be a comet. This could be something that was made rather than a naturally occurring thing. And he's catching a lot of flack for that. But and people are like, well, that's just a theory. And he's like, well, I'm taking the data and building a theory around it. And they're like, well, maybe the data is wrong. And he's like, well, no, that is probably not wrong.
Numbers are absolute.
And you guys like discounting a theory because you just don't like it. Like, this is what we do. We look at data and we create theories, and it's bad science for you to discount it. So he's really defending this. And I don't think he's somebody who's like, this is absolutely alien technology, but he is open to the possibility because of all these anomalies and the very low percentage that it is. So my question, I guess we'll go 2 questions. My question is, do we think that this is just a comet? Let me start with that. Is it, with all these anomalies and the extremely low likelihood that they could all occur at the same time, do we think that it's possible that this is just a comet passing through the solar system?
Hold on. Before people answer that question, I have a rapid fire, yes or no. I want to go around and ask you really fast. Do you think we're alone?
Well, I was getting to that. No, hold on. Just let the moderator moderate.
Oh.
So that's my first question. Is it, do you think this is just a comet? I'm going to go down to Ben and we'll save the best for last.
Yeah, you're going to go down.
Oh, God.
I was just going to say,
that's what she said.
There we go.
Things are getting weird.
I mean,
well, we're talking about
alien talk the other thing.
It's appropriate.
What you call weird, I call Thursday.
Yes, Ben, that's the redheaded stallion I know.
And by the way, you know, with my bisexual lights, were any of you part of the 5K live stream when that came up?
Yeah, I was there.
Bisexual lighting.
Yeah.
We were not home for the 5K celebration.
Yeah, somebody's comment was, "Hey, great." I can't remember if it was on the 5K live stream or if this was just on a comment, but we talked about it. And somebody's like, "Yeah, I really like your bisexual lights." And I was like, "Well, I don't know what that means."
What does that even mean?
Maybe
apparently the bisexual,
red and blue, I guess.
Well,
I don't know.
The bisexual flag is very similar to these. I texted an actual bisexual to ask this question. I was like, "Is there something about my setup that I'm missing here?" That it's like, here's the bisexual flag, and it's pretty similar in color. It's basically blue, red, and purple. Or blue, kind of like a pinkish and purple. So
okay.
I'm doing a deep dive with the bisexual. I like it.
Yeah, there we
go.
go.
I thought it had shelves with bottles on it. I was like, oh shit, I like that flag.
Learning.
So anyway, getting back to the alien thing, I suppose it's mathematically possible, but highly improbable, I guess, because I didn't know about all these things with such improbabilities, and then all 10 of them. But what I, kind of took away from that Rogan episode, and I didn't listen to the whole thing, but I listened to the chunk where they were really, really kind of doing a deep dive on this. It's like 20 minutes long. Is, for the people that are discounting it, I think since that Rogan episode, didn't this thing slightly change course?
It did.
Like it just ever so...
Not a hard left or hard right, but
slightly. But
slightly.
It changed course with... I mean, that's something that doesn't just happen in a natural orbit or a natural traveling through space without. They said there's some maybe like the back end of it could have flared or ignited or something. I don't know. They came up with something, and so I don't know if what the odds are of that. But I found that to be really interesting. Mm-hmm. So, I think it's worth paying attention to, although. Surprisingly, I haven't paid too close attention to it, despite the fact that I do think this probably could be something. I think I've just gotten to the point now with the alien thing, like they've teased us with it so much that it's just like, I'm going to need like some serious hardcore proof here before you're going to have my attention again. It's like, okay. Right. But the people that are doubting it and whatever, like the one point that the guy made is like about it being like a Black Swan event where, I don't know if this is the exact definition of a Black Swan event, but where it's highly, it might be highly unlikely that it's a situation that would or could ever happen. The implications of it, should it happen, warrant taking it seriously.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
there may be a 1 in a billion chance that it's ever going to happen, but it would be so monumental if it should that there should be some sort of,
right,
paying attention to it.
Well, and one of the things, so Joe, the outgassing, yes, it got close to the sun. The sun obviously burns off ice, the water vapor, whatever, what have you. The thing about the outgassing is they said it would take 50 million tons of gas to move it as much as it moved. And they said that would be another statistical improbability. So yes, that definitely is something that happens, but it does not sound like it would be possible in this case. But again, nobody really knows.
No,
I mean,
right.
And the other thing that's crazy about this is they said it's not gonna make orbit in our solar system. Like, this is not going to be like Halley's Comet where it comes back around. It is going to come and go and keep moving on. So, like,
no, its trajectory is like Jupiter, right? Like it's going to,
but it's going to go pass through our solar system. It's not going to orbit our solar system.
Right.
It's passing through.
Yeah.
So, like, it will never see it again.
Mm-hmm.
So even if it is something, like, if they don't know before it leaves our solar system, we'll never know.
Unless they decide to change course and land.
Yeah, right. All right, Myron, you have any thoughts on this?
So after reading the article, I thought of a few things, and I was talking to a friend about this today. This is the third interstellar or intergalactic?
Yes, interstellar.
Okay. All right. So we had a 1 eye, we had a 2 eye that came from the exact same. I don't want to say location, but general location. Mm-hmm. And then that sound that it came from does warrant a little bit of investigation. You're like, okay, we have the WOW signal 177.
Yep.
But at the same time, we are so eager to want. I don't believe that we are the only people in the solar system. I don't.
Me neither,
I think.
Myron.
Well, I don't want to say the solar system. I want to say with
the universe, whatever.
The universe,
space, whatever.
Yeah.
We can't be the only people. We cannot be the only life out here.
Yeah, or
Brianna is
something like that.
Spoiling her rapid fire question for later.
So I think we're so eager to want life close to us. But another thing you have to take into account is when he talks about the 10 things that are improbabilities, what about the 900 things that are probabilities? What about the fact that it's 7 miles wide? It is 7 miles wide. To move something that big through the atmosphere, and it has no propulsion stream at all. The amount of energy.
Well, it's not in the atmosphere, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, not in the atmosphere.
Through the solar system.
Yeah, through the solar system, outer space. The amount of energy that would take, and to be constantly moving for, if our math is correct, 7 billion with a B, 7 billion years, not even M, because. What you guys have to realize is we see everything in the past. Like when we see light that's 1 million light years away, that means it took 1 million light years to get to us.
That's right.
So we're seeing things in the past. So if this thing has been traveling for 7 billion years and is just coming through our solar system, it's coming from far, far, far away, something that we can't explain. As much as I believe in my heart that we are not the only intelligent life within the galaxy universe, I don't think that this is an alien craft. I really don't. I just think it takes too much to move it, too much energy, and it is going to come by Earth on December 6th is what the article said.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's December 19th. It's going to be as close.
Something like that. So we should be able to get a great picture of it with all of the telescopes that we have, and I think we'll know by December 20th what the hell it is at some point.
Yeah,
and we'll get
so
it.
Two things. As far as to the propulsion of that, when it's not in the atmosphere, I mean, you could feasibly propel anything through space. You know, I mean, that could even be, trajected off of a gravitational pull of another, large celestial object. And for it to travel that long, once it starts motion in space, it'll go forever.
It'll go forever, but at some point you need something to propel it, especially, I guess it could go forever, but 7 billion years, at some point it would hit an asteroid. Because to be traveling that long and not hit an asteroid, maybe it's a chip of a planet. Who knows? Like, and got sent on a
but even if
different
it's
trajectory.
even if
I
it
don't
was,
know.
I mean,
even if it's not an alien craft, it still could have hit an asteroid and it didn't. That we know of. So it's still been traveling through, whether it's alien craft or whether it broke off of a comet or broke off of something that exploded or whatever. It still didn't hit the asteroid, or it didn't hit anything, so it's still here.
That long and that fast. What do objects in space move at 76,000 miles per hour or something like that?
That's well, it depends on the body you're talking about. I mean, but most things in space are moving very fast.
Yeah.
Now, this thing is moving faster than normal fast, but I mean, whatever.
Isn't it fascinating though that
Thanks for clarifying, Joe.
that they know already what it's made up of? Like we know,
Well,
like
sort of.
the what you were listening to this morning was
Yeah.
discussing the makeup of it,
Yeah.
and I find that incredibly fascinating that as far away as it is, we still have the technology to know those kinds of things. I think that's incredible.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
The fact that we
It
can figure out what gases give off what
Yes.
light, how far away, that does trip me out a little bit.
I really can't compute the knowledge and the science behind something like that. It's incredible.
Yes. I was going to say, Joe, this is traveling faster than anything they've identified in the galaxy, 130,000 miles per hour.
Jeepers.
It's traveling, and that's another thing that's like, and some of that might have to do with it's huge, right? So it's I mean, can you even build up speed in space?
Yes.
Like in space,
Yeah.
can it move faster, or is it just going to always move at the same speed?
There's no wind up there.
Like Ben said, if you catch the gravitational pull, so even when we were thinking
slingshot
about
it,
going,
kinda.
when we were thinking about going to Mars, we were like, if we go at a certain time, hit a certain area where Mars is traveling, where Mars is at, we can use the gravitational pull of, I forgot what it was, but it'll kind of like slingshot us in that direction where we won't have to use as much fuel. So you can pick up speed in space.
And there's propulsion in space too. And I've gone down rabbit holes to try to understand how that works in the vacuum of space. And how they explain it, I can't for the life. I was probably a little drunk when I looked this up. This is the type of shit I do when I've had a couple of drinks and my wife goes to bed before me. I start looking up like, how do the space shuttles turn in outer space? And I'll sit there for an hour and have another drink. And by the time I wake up the next day, I'm like, I didn't retain any of that shit. It's over my head.
By the
Even
time
when
you
I'm
wake up,
sober.
you have it all figured out, Ben. You've got it.
Yeah,
Like, by the
that's
time-
true. That's what I should have said.
Check his search history. I don't believe that.
Yeah,
Because
I didn't say it's the only thing I look up.
There's a hub in there somewhere. Solar
Spacehub.com.
Depends on the state you're in.
Yeah. But no, when what you said about the slingshotting, Myron, in Apollo 13, on the Apollo 13 mission, they used the gravitational pull of the moon to go around it, and they used the moon to slingshot them back to Earth.
Yes.
Incredible.
Sean, where are you on this?
Yep.
So I mean, there's so many things I wanted to comment on, but I didn't want to keep interrupting. But so first off, the acceleration thing. So I think all the speculation from scientists, we could call it a theory, but I think that's giving maybe more credit than we're due, is that this thing is probably done what it's doing to our sun right now a few times. It's probably been catapulted around various large other bodies in space. I mean, because it's been around for a very long time.
Right.
And that's probably how it got the speed that it's at right now. Because every time that happens, it's gaining momentum, right?
Right.
So, and because this thing has been around for over 7 billion years, it's had a lot of time to do that. Myron, you'd mentioned earlier that you were surprised that it hadn't run into something else. I mean, most of space is empty. Like, most of space is nothing. So, like, there's a lot of room for. I mean, we think of this thing as big, but it's like in like
relatively small compared.
Yeah,
to
it's pretty small compared to
7 miles is small.
Yeah, so I mean, so it's really quite small compared to the universe. So there's a lot of space for this thing to move around. So like I'm not really shocked that this thing has made it that long. I think it's interesting that it's been around as long as it has been, and it's made it here. As far as to answer your question directly, Brian, I don't think that I've seen anything that convinces me that it's alien. Mainly because we've never seen anything this old enter our solar system. So we don't know how things this old behave because we don't know where it came from, really. I mean, we have a rough idea where it came from, but I mean, there could be, the makeup of this thing, even though we have rough ideas of what it's like outgassing and things like that, we don't know exactly what it's made of. We can see the particulates that are coming off of it, but we don't know what like the core of this thing is. So, I think I don't think that we have enough information to say either way. It's interesting though. It's very interesting as far as an object traveling through our solar system. I guess.
Yeah. Even if it's not alien, it's still cool. It's
wild.
It's fascinating as hell.
And it certainly has done some really interesting things. I mean, like, you mentioned like the tail being at the front at one point, kind of its movements or course changes. But I guess my question would be, when a thing is that ancient and it's been in the dead of space for possibly billions of years, very far from any heat source, and then it comes in contact with the heat source, like, I don't know that we really know how that would behave. So, maybe this is quite normal and we just don't know because this is the first time that we're seeing a thing. Because in fairness, we haven't been here that long.
Correct.
Right.
That's right, Sean.
Very young.
Yeah, and then also
our time is a pinprick.
Yeah, and then also when you think about like even narrowing it down farther, the scale of time that we've been able to like observe things at this level where we could like figure out, okay, this is a thing we've never seen before. Like that's even a shorter period of time. So yeah, I mean, like our knowledge of these kinds of things is so it's just minute. So I don't know that we have enough facts to like say either way, but it's very interesting either way. It's been fun to watch. I guess, and I'm kind of jumping the gun, but I am curious what everybody feels about this. Let's just say, play devil's advocate here. Let's say it is alien. What does that change for each one of you? I'm curious.
I don't know. Honestly, okay. If it's alien, I
can't even. I don't know that I can wrap my head around it. I don't know that it would change anything for me because
it depends on what they do.
Like, so think about it this way. Like, this thing has gone for 7 billion years.
Mm-hmm.
If they're correct in their assumption that this thing has been traveling for that many years, think of how vast space is.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Then the other, I mean, they say infinite. So obviously, I mean, like this thing's going to be out of our solar system. It's going to be, they said, to like Jupiter by March of 2026. So like it's going to be out of our solar system probably by the end of next year.
Mm-hmm.
And like that, so that's like in 7 billion years of travel, our solar system is a year, like, you know what I mean, of its travel. So like think about how vast the distances are. Like, and then when they talk about its makeup, they're like, a lot of the stuff that made this thing up are similar to things in our solar system and the makeup of comets in our solar system with some anomalies, but sure. So they're like, okay, so if this is coming from stars that are similar to stars we have here, are there planets out there similar to ours?
Of course.
Like 7 billion years away. You know what I mean? So it's like, I have always been of the opinion that there's people out there. So if it was alien and it made contact with us, I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know how. I don't know if it would change my outlook, but it would. I would be like, it makes sense. But if it is alien, it probably makes more sense to me that it's passing by and it's not even paying attention to us. If it's been going for 7 billion years, it's just going to keep going. And it's going to not even wave at us. You know what I mean? So
I'm also of the opinion that we're definitely not alone. It's just theoretically and statistically impossible, truly. And to your question, Sean, how would I feel, or what would that change? I guess nothing, so long as we didn't have to go on the defensive, right? Like if they were friendly aliens, like, I guess it's fear of the unknown, right? If you don't know, I really don't even know how I would answer that question, honestly, because I don't know what an alien ship would mean for our planet, for our world. I really don't know.
Well, if it's an alien ship that traveled 7 billion years, technology-wise, it would not be good for us.
Then I'm scared.
It depends on intention, but yeah.
Right. What if they come in peace? I don't know.
I think I'm kind of like with what Brian said. I think that say that they had the ability to view us from far away. I don't know that they would even stop here, because we would be so archaic compared to them. It'd be like us, like watching my dog play in the yard. It's like, okay, that's cool. And then, you just move on.
Let's just keep going. Yep.
Yeah. Like nothing really to see here. Just some unintelligent life. They're killing each other still. That's weird. We stopped doing that 7 billion years ago.
7 billion years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, but anyway, continue.
Really fast, I just want to say, I think it is very likely that it is a comet, but I am fascinated with all the statistical information that could lead you to believe that it is other than that. And I'm curious to see how it pans out. But the probability of it just being a comet is really where I'm landing, but I'm kind of hoping it's not.
You're hoping it's not.
Like I would kind of like to see what else is out there.
Yeah.
I kind of would. I really would. And you, Brian?
I already answered.
Oh.
You weren't paying attention to me.
I was eating my orange slices.
Ben and Myron's thoughts. So if we are in fact not alone, there's actually aliens out there, what does it change for you?
Well, so two things. So on what you were saying, Brian, about this thing being, what did you say? How technologically advanced it would be to be going through space for this long?
Yes.
And Sean, you were saying about them being more advanced and kind of why bother with us. You might be giving them too much credit. I mean, maybe they started this journey and this janky piece of shit broke down 6.9 billion years ago, and it's just been meandering through space, just full of corpses.
Like in the Nostromo and freaking Alien. Yeah.
Maybe this is just a failed spacecraft full of morons. And it's just been bouncing off of planets, gaining speed because this thing just broke down like as soon as they took off. It just, So there is always that possibility that aliens are not smarter than us. And,
just a bunch of
But as far as what it would change for me, I would be interested in the religious aspect of it from people's vantage points. I would be interested in if we were able to make contact and communicate somehow in a meaningful, understandable way. I would be interested if they had the same religious story that we all have here, or that, each group has,
Yeah.
And I would also, if even if we can't communicate, but we prove that there's life and maybe even intelligent life on other planets, I would be curious as to how prominent religious establishments would explain that, because it's kind of a wrap for your story if that exists, because that's a pretty fucking big thing to leave out.
That's right. So my question would be is, how do you live 7 billion years? I would like to know the answer to that. If the beings on this craft have been on that craft for 7 billion years, I would like to know how to do that.
Maybe it's just an ongoing society that just, that's just been through the entire evolutionary stage that we went through, but on a comet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting,
and
Ben.
That's kind of what I mentioned earlier, is like, if this thing has been traveling for 7 billion years. Like, but it's funny because Ben always brings us back to reality. He's like, maybe there's a bunch of dead aliens. Like maybe their ship just broke down. Like, no, that is so true. So, my thing is, what is that thing that they do at the Olympics when they spin around in a circle and then let it go?
Oh, the hammer throw.
Yeah. So the hammer throw. So, who knows? Like most things in orbit. Well, I don't know, but a lot of things in the solar system travel in a circular path. So what if this thing is just on a much bigger circular path than we know about? Like for 7 billion years, and like and like Sean said,
I was just thinking
keeps picking up speed. So each year that it goes by, it just keeps picking up speed. But
in order for that to be the case, wouldn't that suggest that it's orbiting a much larger thing, which I think anything that would have enough mass to cause that, we would know about. We'd be able to detect that, and it would affect the...
It's because it's only, like I said, 7 miles wide. So to have a society, like Marie-Anne was saying, to have a society, well, she said how long would they live? But somebody else said, maybe a society, I think it was Ben, to live within 7 miles over 7 billion years. Like, you'd be up against the window.
Yeah, little tiny things, Maybe they're like...
Possibly.
Yeah.
I want to go back to a question that somebody posted in the... go ahead, Sean.
No, because Myron hasn't answered how alien...
go ahead, Myron.
Knowledge of aliens would change his outlook on life, worldview, whatever the thing,
Oh, it wouldn't, because I believe that we do have aliens that have been around. I just don't think we're the only. I think it's at one point it was 13 solar systems that they identified that had a planet that was the same distance away from the sun. So it will put them in that, I forgot what they call it, the Goldilocks zone, but it's gotten much more these days. Yep. It wouldn't change my outlook on life. I didn't want to bring it up, but I did wonder what people who are very religious would think about it.
Okay,
that's my main thing.
Backstage, I will tell you exactly who I thought of in my mind, but I don't want to say it on the live stream. But I would be very interested in asking those people in particular, what now?
I mean, I'll answer live. I don't care. Doesn't bother me at all. I mean, so like something you said was really interesting, Ben. So like the Bible is written from the perspective of human beings, right? Like everything is written from not from our perspective, but for our perspective, right? So like there's no need for us to know about aliens because it has nothing to do with the lineage to Christ. It doesn't do, like, that knowledge would not serve what the Bible is about. So I mean, you could have it for additional information, just like, people like give the Bible crap for not talking about dinosaurs. Again, it's irrelevant to what the Bible is about. So it's like if you read any other book that was about a specific topic and then like complained that it doesn't cover other topics. It's like, well, that's not what the book's about. So I mean, like if you were reading like a survival guide and you're like, well, how come this doesn't talk about dinosaurs? Because it's a survival guide. So why would it talk about dinosaurs?
So here's why I dispute that. It's because the Bible does give a story and an explanation of the creation of life.
Yeah.
And but in the creation of life, it left out.
But again, the whole creation, because like as far as it talks about like all the stuff, the universe, that's like just a couple sentences. But then all the detailed part is about Earth. So it's all from our like Earth's perspective. That's when it goes into like the various creative days and like that's all this perspective. It's all Earth. So like
it's possible.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying what the Bible says. So like, I guess my whole thing is, if the God of the Bible is the God, then aliens are just another thing that he made. So it doesn't change anything.
Correct.
I had the feeling that people would say that.
I mean, because
capital I with a capital I, if, right? Italicized, bold, underlined, if.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you guys can believe whatever you want to believe.
Right. I'm
just saying, if that is the God, then he's outside of this plane of existence. So everything that's within this plane is things that he made. So like aliens existing doesn't change anything. It's just other things he made. So I mean, you know, it's
I guess I just took your question to mean, does it change my, I was asking more like, I thought you were asking more like, does it change if I'm scared or, you know?
No, I'm answering Ben's question.
Yeah. About like, so, okay. So it is somebody who is, well, more religious than us. I like, would your explanation be that any being anywhere, even not on Earth, was created by God?
Yeah.
It would have to. It would have to be. If your belief is that strong and deep, it would have to be.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because the Bible is clear that he created the universe. So
everything.
So that would include everything that's within this universe. Now, you know, if there's other universes we don't know about, then he didn't make those, and then we can have a discussion. But, you know, so.
Well, maybe he did, and he just didn't mention it like he didn't mention the aliens.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of like, the thing that I have is like, there's a lot of not mentioning stuff that we found later, and all the stuff that wasn't mentioned just happened to be shit that they didn't have the technology to know about.
That's fair, Ben.
Back when it was written, you know what I mean? Like, but that's, you know, that's faith. It's you know,
right.
That's exactly what it is. Leaps.
Otherwise, absolutely. You know, faith. If it's a fact, then it's not faith, and that kind of loses its meaning.
Not. Yeah, right. There's no risk in it then. Like there's no.
Yeah, and I'm not an anti-faith person. I'm not saying I don't believe in God or anything like that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you better not be. You have the halo above your head right now, Ben.
I mean,
now we need the soundtrack that goes.
That was nice.
Thank you.
That was nice. Both of you. So I guess we're all kind of on the same page with the whole like we're not alone thing, right?
For once, this panel is all on the same page.
Like we've got to be. We've got like 7 billion years.
There's no freaking way we're alone. There's no way. There's just no way.
Even in my crazy Jesus universe that you guys are not a fan of, I mean, the idea that he made all of this and we're the only place in this whole, I mean, the universe is gigantic. The idea that we're the only intelligent life out there is, I find that to be
impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the universe is massive. Like it's crazy how big the universe is.
Does it make you crazy to think about that shit? Like to think about how far that thing traveled 7 billion years, like how far off that is from us, and like we're just like floating out here in the middle of this giant.
It's like what's Horton Hears a Who. It's like we're like a little who on a little dust mite.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a very interesting, like these last couple months following this story has been very interesting.
Regardless, it's been interesting to follow.
I eat this stuff up.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And now we are perfect segue to do rapid fire.
Okay.
So now Brian had Rick scheduled for one. Obviously, Rick's not here. B has one. But is there anyone on the panel who would like to take a rapid fire?
I can do one.
Ha! Sean.
Oh, hey.
I mean, you guys can answer or not answer it. You're teachers. Yeah, I know you don't want to answer this question. Go ahead, Ben. Do yours first. And then...
Go ahead, Ben.
Well, now I want to know what this is. Let's see.
Well, we'll let you go first still.
They kind of know. They
one or maybe a couple favorite horror movies. We just got done with Halloween. I love watching horror movies around Halloween.
Okay, I'll go. If I had to pick, I really, really hate scary movies, but it would be The Exorcist.
Wow. Sure.
I would go Exorcist. I also am a big fan of Phantasm. Scared the shit out of me when I was about 8 years old. Yeah. And I like the original Blair Witch Project.
Okay, Myron.
Good ones. I was a big fan of Freddy and Jason when I was a kid.
Okay.
Yes.
So Freddy and Jason. Yeah.
Me too.
And Sean.
I don't know if mine qualifies horror movies. You guys let me know. So my two favorite movies about killing are Seven and Silence of the Lambs.
Oh,
yeah,
excellent
man.
movies. Excellent.
I don't know if I'd
choices.
put them in the
I wouldn't-
horror category, but just
I agree.
fantastic movies. So good.
I agree with Ben. Ben, what about you?
I guess if I had to choose a proper horror movie, maybe Jeepers Creepers is kind of fun. The original, not all the like the 1,000 sequels. Those were terrible. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I love the
you got
classics. I grew up on Jason and Freddy for sure. I love the Halloween movies, but I mean, I got to go like Evil Dead and Shining.
Okay.
Oh,
two of the
The
best.
Shining is good.
So how
Love
about
The
you?
Shining.
Oh, you did yours. Okay. So really fast before Brian does his rapid fire question, I want to tell you when I was 9 years old, my mother showed me it for the first time.
That's good.
I was so terrified of clowns. I was afraid of clowns before it was cool to be afraid of clowns. And I'm still effing terrified of clowns. I'm done.
So you wait a minute.
You're
When
up.
you were 9,
Just,
showed
just
you
be
It.
like Batman and become the clown. That's what I've done in my life.
Oh.
If you're the scary clown, then you're fearless.
So
My
you
mom
talk-
had just read the book. She wanted to watch the movie, and she was a single mom. It was just she and I. And she was like, "Okay, Marianne, watch this with me." And I was like, "Okay." And it was.
So you
not
had the
cool.
OG Tim Curry miniseries.
Tim Curry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beep, beep, Richard.
Yeah.
Don't like it.
You
John
know, that
Ritter.
movie. Yep. I loved the first It of the new iteration that came out in the
Yes.
last handful of years. And I was so excited for the second one, for the chapter 2. I was so disappointed. I hated that movie so much. Like halfway through it, I turned to my wife. I was like, "We can just fucking leave if you want to," because she's not into that stuff like I am, you know. But she'll go to the movies with me, and I went to it the opening weekend. I was so excited, and I've never been more like the two movies that I've been let down by the most: It Chapter 2 and Halloween Ends. Just
It's fair.
I didn't know
Has-
this.
has
you were
anybody-
into those scary movies, Ben? Go ahead, Myron.
oh, God.
Has anybody watched the series, the new It series? I can't think of what it's called. Is
Brian
it good
can't-
or no?
Yes.
Welcome to
He
Derry.
has been
Yeah.
watching it.
Yeah,
I
welcome to
cannot get enough.
Myron,
I freaking
he's
love
Okay.
it.
listening to vlogs. He's watching
Oh my
YouTube
God.
videos. Like he is invested in the Stephen King world.
Like
Wow.
that-
Wrong question to ask. Now we're never getting out of
the
here.
first episode was like chef's kiss. Like that ending of the first episode, I was like, holy shit. Like that was wild.
That
It
was the
good.
ending of that was pretty intense. I did not see that coming in the first episode.
See, I haven't seen it. I saw like the way you guys feel about that is how I felt about Ozark. Like I couldn't get enough of it. I had to watch it. I
I
had to
love
watch
Ozark.
it. I haven't
Oh,
seen
that's
it.
a great
Ozark.
show.
Yes.
I know we're closing down, but two things. For one, anyone that likes Psychopaths, highly recommend. Although there's no more shows coming out, unfortunately. Mindhunters, it's probably my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Have you seen it,
great
Ben?
show.
That's a great show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Love it.
yeah, that's
Oh,
great.
it's so
I think
good.
they're doing another one, aren't they? Aren't they going to bring
No,
it back for a
well,
season?
I mean, if they are doing another season, I would be very happy about that. But for everything I heard, said it was canceled, which was unfortunate. But
Yeah,
if
I
it-
think
I
years
tried to
ago,
get
but
into that.
yeah,
What's
I
that?
thought it was great.
I tried to get into that. That's the one with the first series was about the serial killer. The guy was huge, like
Edmund Kemper.
super tall.
I really love Psychopaths, Myron. So we're kinfolk. So no, but then the other thing is what was I going to say? Oh yeah, Brian, going back to the AI Atlas thing, because your original thing you brought up, because I don't want to like let this go, was all the statistics, like the improbability of it all.
Yes.
I mean, I guess my thing on that before we close down is, what is the probability of anything happening? Like, what's the probability the boy born in rural Kentucky would move to Florida because his grandfather died and his father was selling log homes in Florida, then moved to Orlando, married a fat booty Latina that he met in church, and then moved back to Kentucky? I mean, what's the probability of that happening? I mean, like,
Right,
Yeah.
Oldest
right.
story in the book. I've seen it a million times.
Ah, Ben,
Yeah, I mean, so like it's like I think that if you chose any rock in the universe, the probability of it doing all the things it did would be roughly the same.
mhm.
They would be
Right.
also
I get ya.
infinitesimal.
Right. It's
So-
it's just
That's a good point, Sean.
It
Excellent.
is.
Excellent.
Because the universe is huge and all rocks are doing their own thing.
But
That's
were
right.
all the things on that list sort of anomalies? That's what I would
Yes.
wonder. Like, what are the odds of it having its tail point forward versus back, which would be an anomaly. What would be the odds of that, I guess?
So hold on. I have that right here, sir. Hold on. Light, direction, sky.
But I get your point, Sean, for sure. Like, what are the odds of which pine needle will fall off my tree and where will it land,
Right.
Yeah, that's why I've never been a big fan of like leaving it to chance. Sorry, atheists. Joe, love you, buddy.
So the tail part, they did not give a statistic to. It says Loeb says between July and August, it showed a jet or streak of gas, dust pointing toward the sun called an anti-tail. Normally, comet tails point away from the sun because sunlight and solar wind push material outward. Loeb said this one isn't just an optical illusion from a viewing angle. So they did not give a statistic or a probability on that.
But that's the thing that I don't get. So if it was traveling past the sun, right? Because at one point it was behind the sun, and as it's traveling through our solar system, that means it's coming this way. So just picture 4 references, west to east. It's going to have a tail pointed back towards the sun. If the sun is here and it's moving from behind the sun to here, then the wind is pushing the tail back that way.
But
there's no wind because there's no atmosphere.
In July,
there's
the solar wind. But this was in July and August as it was still approaching the sun.
Yeah. This was.
So
and the tail was approaching.
The sun's here, the comet's here, and it's got a tail pointing at the sun as the comet's moving towards it.
It was either the magical bullet that hit JFK or the one that hit Mr. Kirk. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. Either one of those. They both travel very strangely.
I'll tell you, we are on a panel with very, very smart people.
I like and that's
I suppose maybe.
Go ahead,
Sean. Like maybe you could apply the same thing. Like, what are the odds? What are the odds that bullet did X, Y, and Z? You could say 0.
Infinitesimally small, because I know how vertebrae can't stop 30-06s.
and Joe makes a good point. Considering we have a sample group of 3, meaning 3 interstellar comets, it's hard to say anything is anomalous with Atlas, and that's true because
that's correct.
We virtually
I don't know if it grew tits or something. That would be pretty anomalous. Like I don't think just because there's only 3, it's behaving within the realms of every other comet, maybe. But if it did something super weird,
Yeah, I just think it's like to that point, like we know almost nothing about where it came from 7 billion years ago. Like that far end of space, we don't know anything about it. It could be totally different than this end of space. So I do understand that point, but it is like I said at the onset of this, it is weird that there are so many anomalies, and that like the statistical improbability of each one then added up makes it extremely unlikely, I guess. But
who the hell has a landline?
I know.
Oh, that's an alarm.
Honestly, Brian, I hope they visit. I hope they stop by, say hi,
have
a chat with
and
them,
move on their way.
I imagine they'll look quite like us, just hopefully more intelligent. We could use some help.
All right, you ready for rapid fire?
Okay, I'm going to stick with
maybe one of them will run for president. Then we could have like a president worth voting for. That'd be new.
I was just about to make there's plenty of them in our government already. Lizard
not
aliens.
natural born.
No, lizards don't count. Then lizards are not alien. They're from this.
You've got a constitutionalist here. It would never happen.
Not natural born citizens. You need an amendment to the Constitution.
Hey, cheers, William Hall. What's up, buddy? Good to see you.
Hey, William Hall. What's up?
All right, Brian's going to rapid fire, and then we're going to peace on out of here.
Okay, so I'm going to stick with the Halloween theme because we just had Halloween. Best and worst Halloween candies.
Oh,
okay. Easy.
I got it.
All right, Myra, we'll start with you. Best and worst.
Best full-size Snickers bar. Worst, good and plenty.
Good and plenty.
Yeah, that's right.
That's a good one. All right.
Sean.
I mean, best is, I mean, he already said it. Full-size Snickers bar. It's the king. Worst, I'm probably gonna go with the fucking candy corn shit. They're just awful. They're waxy. Why is it a thing? Who is still making these? Who wants this? Who wants to put it in their mouth?
I think it's the only thing that Brock still makes.
It's a sadist. Someone who is a
I mean,
sadist
honestly,
still
show of
eats
hands
candy corn.
and chat as well. Does anybody eat this willingly? Like you
No.
eat
My
them-
wife does.
Oh,
do.
Oh,
okay.
Myron raised his hand too. Candy corn
I
was going to
used-
be my answer.
I used to eat candy corn, but good and plenty now.
Oh my God.
Okay.
All right, Ben, you're up.
I'm torn between. I was torn for the best between Snickers and Reese's peanut butter cups. Those are my jam.
Okay.
So you get the big, either the full size Snickers or like the king size Reese's peanut butter cup with the big chunky. Oh, good
Yeah,
God
all right.
Almighty, so good. And then the worst was like when you would get like an apple or some shit. You ever get fruit or something stupid like that, or a toothbrush or?
Oh yeah, from the freaking
I've gotten
hippie.
toothbrush.
Handful of
hippie in your
pennies.
Yeah.
neighborhood, handing out fruit.
Yep.
But if I had to pick a candy, like I don't know, anything with coconut in it.
Almond joys are the most delicious thing, Ben.
Oh,
What
they're
the
good.
hell?
God, I hate coconut.
Oh my God.
Can I give you guys a real quick tip
Shaved
here?
coconut's gross.
Yeah.
I hate candy corn, but my wife does this thing every year. She likes it, but usually every year in the fall, you take candy corn and you just mix in an entire, like you take a bag of candy corn and you mix in peanuts, just regular salted peanuts with it. And when you grab a handful of that and eat it like trail mix, and it tastes a lot like a salted nut roll, if you're into the sweet and salty thing.
Okay.
I don't believe you, and I don't want to eat nut rolls.
We are going to leave that alone.
Anybody up for some salted nut roll?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not up for that. Thank you. I'm up to answer the question though. Honestly, my answer was going to be candy corn is the worst.
Well, you can say candy corn.
I am still saying that. And okay, honestly, I like a full-size Kit Kat.
Kit Kat.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's a good
yeah.
one.
All right.
Yeah, Kit Kats are good.
I
Kit
love
Kat.
them. I love Kit Kat. And I also love Heath Bar.
Oh, Rob Walker. Yeah. Those
Yes,
awful
those were
peanut butter things.
Terrible.
I
Yeah,
love
and
peanut
if
butter
they-
too, but those things are just terrible.
I will
And
say,
if they were stale, they break your teeth. They were terrible.
I
Yep.
love peanut butter chews.
Oh, come on.
There's something
All
like
right.
they got a peanut butter flavor, but there's something about them I can't
is.
I don't know what it is, but it's like it's kind of like a Bit-O honey. There's just something about it that just like
It always gets stuck in the back too. Like you can
yeah.
never
Oh
get
yeah, for sure.
Yep.
all right. Final
Uh,
question, folks.
I will go.
Oh,
I will
I'm-
go best. No, you're okay. Best would probably be Snickers.
Oh, you're just
or-
bandwagoning it.
Well, but I like all
How about a
those, like
full-size
Snickers,
Milky Way?
Snickers,
Oh.
Milky Way, and even Three Musketeers. I like that
Oh,
whole
yeah.
group
Three
of.
Musketeers,
Gross.
yeah.
Three Musketeers. Blech.
I used to trade people for the Three Musketeers.
Oh, because you're lame. I would have
Worst.
never dated you in high school.
Okay, listen to me. Worst. There is no debate on this with anybody. All the years were valid worst candies, but the absolute worst candy is Dots, people. Dots.
I like dots. I like
Oh.
orange dots.
Oh, come on. No
and
way.
yellow.
There's no way. Worse than
I
candy
like orange
corn?
and yellow dots.
Dots
Right,
are the
right, it's
worst.
high right now.
They're in your teeth for days.
No, but
Yeah, I don't like dots either.
worse
They're
than
better
a
than
Whopper.
candy
I mean,
corn, though.
True Dots.
a mothball.
I don't mind the malted milk
Oh
balls.
God!
Dots.
Get out of here!
They
You're-
like glue your jaw shut.
I'm gonna glue your jaw shut. You're wrong.
Wait,
They're
wait.
terrible.
does Marie Ann have an issue with Whoppers? Those
See,
things are
Joe.
fantastic.
She does not like Whoppers.
Oh God, no!
All right, we're no longer friends,
Whoppers.
Marie Ann.
Oh,
Who knew that
Canadian
this was going to be
Chris?
the most divisive thing we've talked about?
Divisive yeah.
I love
Canadian
Whoppers. They're so good.
So we would be best friends though, Sean, because if we were trading Halloween candy after
That's
trick or
true.
treating,
That's true.
like you would be all
Yeah.
about. You would be all
Well,
up
yeah,
in my
give me all your
in my
Whoppers.
bag business. That's right.
All right,
Canadian Chris?
What do I have to trade for Whoppers? That's
That's
what
right.
we have to narrow down.
I'll
Right.
take your Kit Kats for Whoppers.
Okay, fair. That's a fair deal.
Now we're friends again.
Okay, good.
Canadian Chris, if you want to talk Canadian candy, listen,
Oh God.
you other three, Ben, you're close enough to Canada.
Wait, is there a
Canadian
difference?
chocolate, yes. Canadian chocolate is delicious. But I will tell you, if you want to talk Canadian candy, Canadian Crisp, the discussion starts and ends with Coffee Crisp. If you've never had a Coffee Crisp, you are wasting all of our times. It is
I don't think I've even
absolute
heard of that.
best candy bar.
I don't even know what it
Coffee
is.
Crisp, oh, it's fantastic. So it's like a chocolate bar, and it's got all these layers of like wafer layers, and then like this chocolate coffee like cream in between them. It's
Ooh,
the best
good.
candy bar ever.
Does it come?
It's
is
delicious.
that the triangle one?
No, it's like a big.
That's the
rectangle.
Toblerone.
It's like thick.
Toblerone.
No, Toblerone
Oh, yeah.
is the
Oh,
triangle
thank
one,
you,
yeah.
thank you, Myron.
You guys ever had a Kinder Bueno?
Oh, yeah.
Never.
Heck
No.
yeah.
I didn't
Yeah,
taste it.
yeah.
I never tasted it.
Yeah.
They just
What
started
what
selling those in America, or at least in Minnesota, a few years ago. But I went to go
Yeah.
visit a friend in Europe in like 2009. I'd never had one before, and I just oh, it's so good. It's like a wafer with like
Yep.
hazelnut cream and chocolate.
Yep.
That sounds good. What
Yeah.
about a chunky? Anybody had a chunky?
Oh,
I don't know that I've
hell
ever
yeah.
actually had
No.
one.
The big squares with like the raisins and peanuts in them. Oh,
Because I
yeah.
love raisins so much. Do you know what my
Oh, it's got
favorite is?
raisins in
Ryan,
it. If it's got raisins, it can fuck right off.
Thank you, Ben. Ben.
Wait, I thought you just
Yes.
said you
oh,
liked.
wow.
I thought you just said you liked raisins. No.
I don't like raisins.
No.
Oh, okay. All right. I misunderstood.
Ugh, disgusting.
Yeah. Coffee Crisp and the Canadian Caramello bars are like chef's kiss.
My
it's
God.
one thing. Canada doesn't really do baseball well, but they do chocolate.
Oh, damn.
Brian puts
Whatchamacallit?
Ferrero Rocher in my stocking every year.
Oh yeah.
I freaking love those
Hey, Pop.
Rocher, and that is the only thing I share with my family all the time. But if they touch my Ferrero Rocher at Christmas time, I go batshit crazy.
those
Do
little,
not touch my
Hey,
candy.
Marianne, would it be fair to say that you're a girl that likes nutty balls?
Yes,
Oh, is that what those
Hey.
things are? Those are good.
my husband is
Peep-
always
peep the lights,
smiling.
people.
There's a reason for that, you guys.
Right. Hey, good job, Brian.
She also likes Ferrero Rocher.
Hey-o.
Bravo.
And on that note,
And we're gonna make that short.
Ben, what do you got coming up?
I don't know. I released the I don't really honestly. I'm a little behind on filming. I think I've got some samples over here that I'm going to get to. Oh, I filmed a review of a bottle of Good Times. It's the bourbon finished in Mexican vanilla casks that I was super excited about. So I do have that filmed. I'm a little behind, honestly, after the whole, birth of the granddaughter, and we had my wife and I babysat my 2-year-old granddaughter for 3 days. So I, put the content on hold, and
Yeah, of course.
so I got to get caught up from that still.
Understood. Myron, what do you got?
I've got the A925 barrel proof rye from Elijah Craig. And
nice.
yeah, and actually I've been trying to release. I shot the video in February, but I've been trying to release the
It's okay, Myron. You can do it.
Not on stream though.
I've been
let it
trying
out,
to
man.
release the Wild Turkey 101, the 8-year that I never released, and I think I put it up against the 70th and the paper label. I can't remember, but it's been so much stuff coming out that well, okay. Well,
That's what she said.
it's
Where's the button?
you know,
I'm
I-
confused. There's so much coming out, and
That's
you're
what
trying
she
to
said.
release. I don't get it.
I know. No, Myron
There-
has no.
there-
Myron has got everything coming out. I'm sure of it.
Oh, God.
we've had so many great releases that I have not been able to put out any of the new bottles. So that release has kind of been shelved. But like I said, the Elijah Craig A925, that's gonna come pretty soon, and then the Wild Turkey, and then I've got some sample videos, and that's pretty much it. Like Brian said earlier, like we are pretty much at the tail of the year,
That's right.
and there aren't a lot of bottles that I don't have or want to have.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right. Exactly. All right, Sean, you streaming this weekend?
I am. And I have to ask a final question because it relates to what I'm going to be doing.
Okay.
How large of a rager will you be throwing this weekend because Dick Cheney died? 10.
God, I knew that.
Full on 10 over here.
As soon as you said how large of a rager are you going to be throwing, I was like, this is going to be a Dick Cheney thing.
Yeah, buddy.
I was gonna-
I
I was going to get a ruler out.
I think we're going to stick with Dick Cheney themes. Burning buildings, roughly 200,000 people dying behind me. Just the legacy of Dick Cheney.
Sure.
Just trying to, I want to, send him off properly.
All right.
Yeah. So talking Dick Cheney, also should be noted that a plane exploded the same day that Dick Cheney died.
Oh my
God. That's a strange
that
coincidence.
UPS plane was
that
freaking
footage
believable.
is
tough
to watch.
I'm sure that was Dick Cheney's final wish in hell or whatever. Just one more plane explosion to send me off. Anyway, outside of Dick Cheney stuff, we'll probably play some music, I imagine, at some point. I don't know. Is there 9/11 music? We'll figure it out. Yeah.
How about what's on Dick Cheney's afterlife playlist?
What's maybe chat knows. What's Neocon's favorite playlist? Maybe we could look that up and see. Anyway, yeah.
Beds Are Burning comes to mind by what's it called? Who sings that?
There you go.
Midnight Oil.
Also,
Midnight Oil, there you go.
A final thing of note for me. Yesterday was November the 5th. Remember. So overthrow your governments. Do it. Choose one. Overthrow it. That's it. Yeah, that's my plans for Saturday.
Okay.
Boy, I can't wait till like Fox News or somebody contacts us and like digs up these live streams and they're like, "Did you guys see it happening? Did you see it coming?" And we were gonna be like, "No, I never saw he would do something like this."
Myron and I will pass on the point.
Zero warning at all.
This was out of left field. I had no idea.
Myron and I are passing on appearing on Fox News.
You guys could be on MSNBC.
I mean, let's be fair. Fox News won't have Myron on. We all know why. They're racist. I just call them like I see them. We know they are. Okay. Can I say something? This happened like a month ago. Our president. I'm sorry. I should probably do this off stage, but
please do. Let's just do what we have coming up.
Yeah.
No, let him go.
No. Our president,
I'm moderating now.
There's a Fox News anchor that's an African American man, and our president was sitting beside him, and he like pats him on the leg, and he's like, "You're doing a good job, son." It was very awkward. Like it was so weird.
Condescending.
Like it was. Because
he didn't say that.
He didn't say that to any of the white people that were also sitting beside him. It was so fucking strange.
You're doing a good job.
What are you doing? We can see you. We can see what you're doing right now.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Right. Yes. It's yeah. I get what you're saying.
Can we stop? I want to stop talking about this altogether.
All right. So Bourbon School. What do we have coming up?
I hate our country. I'm sorry. Continue.
Oh my god.
Bottle Haul Monday. We got. Do you know how many bottles we got in October?
I said at the beginning.
We got 18 bottles in October.
Don't say we.
I got 18 bottles in October, and Marianne was not happy about it.
I just keep the catalog of it.
And we do have a video.
That's fine. You're going to set up. No, wait a minute. You're going to set up my village without any complaints.
Do you know what we're doing Wednesday? We're doing bourbon trends that need to die.
Okay.
We're going to film that this weekend, and that's going to be next Wednesday's video. Okay.
And unrelated to Bourbon School, we are setting up my village this weekend. Our hope is to be set up before Friday because we're having Friendsgiving on Saturday of next week. We will have a video. I'll put it out on my personal Facebook page. I think all of you are friends with me on Facebook. So my video will be out there. We're up to about 150 houses now for my village. So
wow.
It's a monster.
I know. I'm really excited about it.
Oh, here it is. Okay. And then we're going to have a live stream coming up soon. So this is Eric LeGrand whiskey. He was a player at Rutgers who was paralyzed in a game. And then now he's gotten into the bourbon game. And they sent us this. I haven't tried it yet. But a viewer is associated with him like in the business and kind of put us on to him. And we've been texting with him. He's a super nice guy. We're going to have him on a live stream. We're going to review this in the meantime. But it's an amazing story. He's actually got a book out. And so really cool story. And the money, some of the money from the bottles goes to the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation.
Oh, how nice. I didn't know that part.
And he's like completely paralyzed. Like it's a guy who probably could have just been like, well, F it, I give up. But he was like, no, I'm going to to do something else.
Roll with
you know.
this. Yep.
So it really cool. Like this is like the Rutgers Scarlet Knight edition. It's got his number on it, number 52. Really cool stuff. So we're gonna review this, and then we're gonna have hopefully in like this month. Have him on a live stream to talk about it and kind of tell his story and stuff. It's really, really cool stuff. So that'll be coming up too. So,
and that's what we got.
That's what we got coming up. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
So thank you to everybody who stuck with us.
Yes.
All the way
thank
through.
you for sticking around.
And we'll see you. When's the next Whiskey 6?
Next Whiskey 6 will be, let me look at my trusty
3 weeks
calendar.
from now. 3 weeks from today is Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. 3 weeks from today is
So
Thanksgiving.
I would presume it's 2 weeks
It's
from
going to be
today.
2 weeks from today. It's going to be the 20th.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
What is the 20th, Brian?
That's the anniversary of our first date.
He's right.
Oh,
Hey.
look at that.
Oh,
Good job,
wow.
Brian. Good job, Brian.
Thank you.
Oh, lucky man. He's good job.
We got to go, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody, time to shut down. Time to shut down.
Wow. Time to go. Time to go. Wrap this up.
All right, folks. Hey, make sure you subscribe to Bourbon Drop, Bourbon Notes, Bourbon School, Whiskey Wars, Mash and Metal, Bad X Bourbon, and DRC Bar. Hopefully, Bobby and Rick will be back in 2 weeks. Don't know if we'll have a guest. We'll talk about it.
We never have a guest anymore. It's
We don't need a
fine.
guest.
We don't need a guest. We don't need no stinking
This
guest.
shit runs on us.
Wait a minute. I have one more question.
What?
How many years ago was our first date?
25,
No,
24,
26.
26 years. Exactly. Nailed it.
That's you're close
Nice.
enough. It's all good.
I love how Myron left us. It's like I'm out.
Oh,
Not-
where did Myron go?
Byron,
We
peace
lost
out.
his video feed, but his audio. It said he's still
Yeah,
in with
he's-
audio.
He's still
Oh.
backstage. All right, guys. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a good couple of weeks and cheers.
Cheers.